Hey guys, welcome back to MDC Technology Central. Today we'll be talking about ways to speed up your Windows PC and how to make it run faster and feel smoother. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notification. Without further ado, let's get started. Tip number 1. Disable extra programs that start up at launch. Over time, some of the applications you have installed and run will be added to the startup procedure. Basically, this means that whenever you log in, these programs will automatically launch. For example, when you install Spotify, by default, Spotify is set to launch at startup. I'll show you how to disable extra programs on startup. First, open the Start menu and search for Task Manager. Now click Task Manager. If you haven't opened Task Manager before, the new window will look like this. To expand it, click More Details. Next, click the Startup tab. Here you'll see all the applications that are set to start up every time you log in. I recommend you disable the high and medium startup impacts programs. This will help increase the speed of Windows right when you log in. Tip number 2. Make sure you're up to date. Windows 10 gets updates very frequently. It gets security updates, feature updates, and more. All of these updates can help improve the performance of your computer drastically. To make sure you're up to date, open the Settings app, then click Update and Security, then click Windows Update. If you have updates ready to be downloaded, click Download and they will install in the background. If you have a feature update, click Download and Install. If you don't see anything, click Check for updates. Just note that while the feature update installs, you won't be able to use your PC at certain points during the installation. Tip number 3. Uninstall used programs or programs you use rarely. Over time, we tend to install programs that we don't need or only needed once. To uninstall these, open the Settings app, then click Apps, then click Apps and Features. Scroll down and look through the list and uninstall programs you haven't used in a while or programs you don't use. The uninstaller program will vary from program to program. Tip number 4. If you're using a laptop, make sure the performance level is set to best performance. To do this, click the battery icon on your taskbar. If you don't see it, click the arrow, then click the battery icon. Then in the pop-up, drag the slider all the way to the right. This will enable best performance. However, it will drain your battery a little faster than normal, so use this sparingly. Tip number 5. Delete extra files that are clogging up your hard drive. Over time, things like Windows Update files, thumbnails, and other things like that will build up. Luckily, Windows has a built-in tool to clean your storage device. Open the Settings app, then click System, then click Storage. At the top, you'll see a button to enable Storage Sense. Storage Sense is the technology that scans your computer and deletes files you don't need. Make sure to enable it, then run Storage Sense by clicking Configure Storage Sense or Run It Now. Then scroll down and click Clean Now. Depending on how much data there is, it could take anywhere from a couple minutes to an hour. Tip number 6. Make sure that all of your drivers are up to date and correct. I've seen a lot of people running computers with old or incorrect drivers, and that will impact performance. A big culprit of this is the graphic card drivers. If you have the incorrect drivers installed or none at all, Windows won't be able to make your experience on screen smoother and better. Here's how you can check. Press and hold the Windows key, then press R. Type devmgmt.msc. Check to make sure that the drivers are up to date by clicking a category. Right-click a device and click Properties. In the window that opens, if the device status says this device is working properly, then you're good. Tip number 7. Run the System File Checker. To do this, open the Start menu, then type CMD. On the right, click Run as Administrator, then click Yes. In the command prompt that opens, type SFC //SCANNOW. This command is written in the description. When you finish, press enter and wait for it to finish, then close the command prompt. Tip number 8. Upgrade your memory and hard drive. If none of these software options are working, the next best thing you can do is add more memory to your computer or change your hard drive for an SSD. SSDs are very cheap on Amazon right now. You can even find a 1TB SSD for about $110. That will conclude the 8 tips and tricks to make Windows run faster. If this video helped you out, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.